There's much within this document that is good and that is important, but clearly, given the enormous problems facing this country, the American people should not be under any illusion that what we are proposing today is going to deal in any fundamental way with those problems. Mr. Chairman, there are 10 million Americans today who are unemployed. There are 6 million Americans who are underemployed. And most of the new jobs that are being created are low-wage, part-time, temporary jobs. So for millions of American people, the economic circumstances under which they are living are deteriorating. This bill has much in it that is good. But if anyone out there thinks that in any significant way we are going to be putting millions and millions of American workers back to work, they are wrong. My strong hope is that in the near future we will bring forth a supplemental bill which will go much further than President Clinton's defeated jobs bill, so that in fact we can put our people back to work, rebuilding our infrastructure, which is deteriorating, rebuilding our school systems, which need enormous amount of help, building the affordable housing that we need. You can't walk 10 blocks outside of this building and not see the enormous problems facing our country, facing the state of Vermont. We must put our people back to work. This bill does not in a significant way do that. When we talk about education, there is much in this bill that is good, but let's not kid ourselves in terms of the inadequacy of this legislation. It's my view that the vast majority of people in this country believe that higher education is a right for all American people, that there's something wrong that millions of young people in this country cannot today afford to go to college. That is not only an inadequacy and a missing for their lives, it is a terrible loss for this country. In fact, what we're talking about today, as I understand it within this bill, is a cutback on Pell Grants. A cutback, not an increase in student grants and loans for our young people to go to college. So in conclusion, Mr. Chairman, what this bill does have is much that is good, but clearly it is not a bill of vision. If we believe that we should have an economy in which every American worker has the right to do meaningful work at meaningful wages, that's not what's in here. And if we believe that in this country every person, young or old, should have the right to continue their educational opportunities, whether or not they're rich or whether they're poor, this bill certainly does not have that. So I think what we need to do in this institution is develop a sense of vision, fight for real supplementary legislation so that we can meet the needs of America. I yield back the balance of my time.